amazing. Look at that. Woo.
Hi there, it's McCarthy from Sparky Film for another RedShark News exclusive. Look at this amazing place behind me, Cairnbury Castle. We're high up here in the hills outside Redruth in Cornwall, and this place is absolutely stunning. You can imagine this in something like the Lord of the Rings film, it's amazing. Anyway, this week I'm testing out the Arri Alura zoom lens, the 15.5mm, the 45mm lens. It's their lightweight zoom lens and it's 2.8 across the range. I've got Dan Keeble here from Flood Digital filming this piece. Dan's filming this now on the 15.5, the wide end of the lens. And I'm going to get Dan just to punch into the 45mm length here, just to show you the range you're getting with this lens. A great live example there of the options this lens gives you. And I'm going to get Dan now to throw the focus around so we can see what the breathing is like on this lens, which I believe is absolutely minimal. How are you finding using the lens there, Dan? Thumbs up from Dan, he's enjoying this lens. It's great, I mean it's 15.5 as I said to 45mm, and I have a series of prime lenses like a lot of camera operators, from a 16mm, with a 25mm lens, 35mm lens and a 50mm prime lens, all about from 2.1 to 2.8. And this here, one lens from 15.5 to 45mm, means I can pretty much just carry this lens on its own in the bag for certain types of jobs. I appreciate if you're working in sports broadcasting, you need a longer range, you might need 200 or 150 or 120mm, but for a lot of the work I do, which are custom testimonial films, documentary films, short commercial films, the range here is fantastic. So I'm going to try this lens out on a few jobs this week. I'm going to share the results where I can and give you my overall thoughts and impressions of how I find it.
The build quality of the lens is really, really impressive. It feels very, very robust. And there's these large, easy to read focusing scales on both sides of the lens. And I believe the characteristics of this lens matches the existing Alura Studio prime lenses, which are obviously very well thought of. Here's a good example of how the lens handles a lens flare looking straight into the sun, and I think this looks beautiful. A lot of the work I do is abroad, so just to be able to carry one or two lenses with me is a massive asset. I know a lot of the projects I do, like testimonial films, this lens from the 15.5 to 45mm would cover all the needs I'd actually require. This lens has a bigger brother, the 30mm to 80mm lens. With that pairing, obviously that would cover 95% of your filming requirements. The great thing about a 15.5mm being that wide is on the track and dolly, the lens is absolutely perfect. And just to get a prime lens of that width of 15.5mm is quite an investment. I had a lot of fun using this lens. I found it lightweight, which is particularly important when I'm shooting on my mirror. And I really enjoy the range that it offers. I never really felt I needed to move in more than 45mm for the type of project I was using. Often with a focal length of sort of 15-16mm, there's quite a bit of distortion at the edge of frame, but as you can see from these tracking shots of 15.5mm, the edge of the frame looks perfect. I was really, really impressed by this feature. So if you're looking for a lens maybe to replace your prime lenses in one lightweight zoom lens, and a lens which is really well built, produces a lovely image with minimalized breathing, especially at the wide end, I really recommend you go and just hire it, try it. This could be your one go-to lens for most of your work. Clearly this lens and its bigger brother, the 30 to 80mm lens, are quite an investment. But with the Arri name on the lens, the quality of the lens, and the fact that you can shoot 4K footage on these lenses, means these are really an investment for the future. I've no hesitation of recommending the Arri Alura 15.5 to 45mm lens. It's just a wonderful piece of glass and a real pleasure to use.